EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olson. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Indianapolis. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Williams going to throw on the first play. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he will score. Marvin Jones Jr. Touchdown Colts. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, this is Jalen Reagor. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. And he's going to be marked out up around the 33. That look good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's complete to his running back, Bashir Chutman. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
It'll be a pickup of 10, and the Chargers have the first down. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Escaping to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On play action, here's Allen. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. From the gun, Josh Allen. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
At the 6-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, here is Allen. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chargers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Near the sideline, caught by Hunter.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Second and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This one caught by Waller. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's 3rd and 2. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And now, when you look at this, it's a fake. And they will finally bring him down, but what a call there. The fake works, big yardage, and the first down.
Certainly not the most creative way to pick up the first down, but Mike, no less effective. The offense gets to come back and maintain possession, and as the special team unit comes off the field, they did their job.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 22 yards to pick up there. That's good for a Colts first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Operating from the shotgun is Williams. We'll find Brown out of the backfield. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And the Chargers 28-yard line.
One quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. All even on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. They've got it. 2nd down and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A gain of a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Try to throw again. Here's Williams. The throw on the run is complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward and will give him 4 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Now Brown Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
3rd and 6. Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That was the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Cyburn's kick is good. And the Colts will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This will be returnable for Rager. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. He's going to keep it himself. And nice work there. He'll go into a slide. Gain about 7.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
And the Chargers 1st down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get forward for a couple. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with him again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, L.A.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes!
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and We'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
We'll check this down to Tootin out of the backfield. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Play action. It's Allen.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
Set up the screen here for Tootin.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Now give on the ground, and it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. They'll look to pick this up third and a yard.
56, 56.
They'll go play action.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chargers will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. This one is complete inbounds, but not a whole lot out of it. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack, but there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Williams. And that's going to wind up Incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
A tough spot here. Third and long. Here's Williams now to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returnable for Rager. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down, Allen. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
I think now we're starting to see this defense start to make some adjustments. We saw him give up a few plays earlier in the game, especially to this back. So he's someone they have to understand. He's not just going to hurt you on the ground. He also is a threat in the passing game. So nice job there making some adjustments on the back end, and they forced the incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. He'll keep this one on the ground. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And now it's fourth down. He's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
I should probably sign their head, boy. cause I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got a chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping, pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers, pay my bills. All the books in me, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm on the nigga,
these two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the third quarter underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On second down, here's Allen. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Flush to his right. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had a reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
Well, that's a great example of why the premium players in this league on defense, Mike, they're the guys that impact the passing game, whether that's defensive backs or guys that can defend at a high level, but especially pass rushers, because even though he doesn't get the sack, it's the pressure that leads to the bad throw that leads to the incompletion.
Now Allen to throw on second down. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Charger first down. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get back to midfield. So no gain on that one.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 9. Allen working from the pistol. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third down and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. Out to his right. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She
for a field goal, they'll go for it here on 4th down. Allen gonna throw for it. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's gonna have the Chargers 1st down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Slayton is the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Shooting. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That's caught downfield by Hunter. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 98 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Chargers 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returnable for Rager. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 23, here's second and 9.
At the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On third down, it's Allen. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. A gain there of 11, and the Chargers have the first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That'll be complete to Tootin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Forced out left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Set to go now on first and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. Allen to throw again. He'll get it into the hands of... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Colts have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. He's going to run it. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. the gun, here is Allen. Moving to his right. There he goes again.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Give to Robinson from the pistol. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, L.A. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers back within 7. It's 24-17. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. Down the sideline. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Indy. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Chargers 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returnable for Rager. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
At the Colts' 48-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. That's over the middle to Kittle.
To George Kittle. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chinn. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
42-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Here's Brown. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
A 2-yard loss.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
A carry here for Brown. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up 4th down.
A gain of 3.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 59-yard
So, 2 minutes to
attempt.
play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So on 4th down, here comes the veteran, Brian Anger. Back deep, Anthony Gould. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson. That's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down, as he'll get this up to the 25.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They'll drop to throw. Rolling right. Taking off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's complete, and it's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. Here's Robinson. They get 15 on that game. First down, L.A.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
So it's a win for the Colts. They are moving on. And as the #1 seed, the victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.